Hey Capricorn, so there are so many energies flowing through for you right now. 10 of Wands, 4 of Wands, Queen of Discs. You are coming to a completion of a cycle that you have been moving through for quite some time, undergoing a lot of healing and a lot of putting of the pieces of the puzzle together so that you can move forward. And as you've been moving through this energy, something that came up that I was tuning into just a moment ago before turning on the camera, I was feeling you needing to take time into a mode of introspection, into a mode of contemplation. And you have 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords here. So there's some heavier energy going on. I also just pulled the Star, Queen of Swords, 7 of Discs. So as you begin, and maybe some of you already are, moving into this energy of going inward and moving within your being more deeply, beginning to ask yourself about your work, about what you are doing here in the world, and what that means to you, and how that's connected to your soul work here. And as you come to this cycle of completion, you still have the path to continue forward as you move through these energies, but you are coming to a close of previous energy from relationships, also from the work cycle that you have been moving through. And the Queen of Discs here is mirroring the 10 of Wands with completion in the center, 4 of Wands. So as you are contemplating this movement of your work, this movement of what am I here to do? How am I here to use my energy in the highest potential possible so that I may feel fulfilled, so that I may feel that I am giving of myself within this time space that I am embodied in right now? And how can I utilize that potential, my skills, my work ethic, my openness, my creativity? How can I bring all of the cards, all of the energies that I have within, and open up to a path that allows me to live the life that I see myself living, the life that when I begin to tune into it, I can envision it, I can feel it. I can tune into that energy of what I want to create. So there's a cycle of work here for you that has become too heavy, that has become burdensome in some ways. So for you, what ways are these that have become out of alignment with your being, with your integrity, with a deeper space within you that is wanting to emerge? And if you have been experiencing questions regarding your work or regarding your creativity or what you are doing here in the world, you have the opportunity now to tune into your creations, what you have created up into this point, and to start asking yourself, how can I move my energy into what will be satisfying for me on all aspects of my being? Not what will just financially stabilize me, allow me to feel solid, and allow me to feel taken care of, but what will allow the deep satiation of my entire being and all the aspects that I embody to come into full light and full manifestation within my reality. And how can I move to that space and know that I will be supported along the way, and that I can have full trust in that space. And the next space you are moving into is a dominion, the establishment of your dominion, but the establishment of your dominion from your heart space. So there's this period of integration, of thinking, of feeling, of putting all the pieces of the puzzle together in order for you to assimilate the next move, the next decision, to put you in a higher alignment within that space, within your being. And as you are able to do this and take time to sit and to be, you'll be moving through a period of somewhat of a suspension on your path, to where the energies need to settle within you. The energies need to settle in order for you to move out of stagnant patterns, in order for you to move on your path creatively, and the path that's aligned with your soul work. For the stagnancy that's present, so whatever that stagnancy is within your sphere, whatever you've been used to moving in specific ways and regimens within your being and within your life, within the way you move throughout your day and in the world, for those to be looked at more closely, so that the energy of the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords can come to a completion of this cycle. Because this burden of energy that has been held within your body, and also too, for many of you, I'm seeing actually it's directly linked to the movement of your body, and how that's directly linked to moving out energies from your cells, from your muscles, from your energetic field. So as you're processing through this, allow yourself to begin moving your body, to begin journaling, to use the tarot, to meditate, to do what you need to do in order to filter out these energies that are keeping you stuck in a specific pattern, that isn't aligning you with the star energy, the energy of your divine, unique, creative potential that wants to come out but is not able to fully go there unless you take some time to analyze really deeply where you have been placing your patterns that are limiting this expansion. Because you have the energy of the star here, which means that you are moving into this energy. You are moving into embodying the fluidity of receiving the light and directly transmitting that through your soul work here. So for some of you, I see that you are already engaged in this with your soul work. You're directly following this path already, but there's many of you that are working in environments that aren't reflecting the deepest space within you that you are discovering, that you know is there, that you want to come out more fully. And the star is an invitation to allow that light to flow, to allow what it is you actually want to create to come forth. And this could abruptly interfere as well what you're doing right now, because the Queen of Swords, Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the Star together in combination. The Queen of Swords is absolutely you cutting out relationships, jobs, situations, thought patterns. It's going in and completely demolishing all the aspects of yourself that are out of alignment with your divine gifts. So it's where you have been, in a way, selling out unto yourself, unto your being, in order to manifest in the physical what's needed, but that's not necessarily in alignment with the deeper aspects of yourself and the true work you came here to do. So as you go through and begin demolishing these aspects and completely going into turning every stone over and finding out what is serving me, what isn't serving me, how have I been selling out in certain aspects and saying that it's okay. The Queen of Swords is relentless in cutting out people that are not supporting her path, that are not serving the greater good of where she sees herself truly emerging in the fullness of her creative potential and power. And so she does not allow within herself and within her environment energies that are not speaking directly to the truth and integrity of her being. So as you are able to embody this Queen of Swords energy and to remove yourself, and in the way of removing yourself, removing your attention from what doesn't serve you on every single level. I don't know if you guys can hear that rooster. Probably. They're so funny. So, and she's like this. She is funny in that way. You know, Queen of Swords doesn't allow anything that doesn't serve her divinity. And so as you're allowed to do this and you give yourself permission to say no, what you do is you move into, you begin to feel all of your power returning back to you, to the life beginning to bloom again, all of those places that you were leaking your energy. And so when this occurs, what you're doing is reclaiming all of those aspects of you that have been neglected, and that have been, you're like, oh, well, you know, it's okay, I'll do this and this for now, right? You know, I could do this for now. But every time you say yes to something that isn't in full resonance with your being, part of that power is leaking out from you. So as you reclaim that Queen of Swords energy that is so present here for you now, you embody and you begin to receive light in a way that is so profound within your being, and you can feel it filling every cell of your being, that you are divinely guided and that you are on the right path. And this is happening like a thunderbolt lightning as well. So as soon as you take this energy of the Queen of Swords and you begin connecting all the dots and seeing where you have severed your energy, and you cut the relationships, you cut the energy that you're giving to different situations or environments that are no longer in resonance to the growth and evolution of your current space in your being. Light travels immediately. So this energy of the star immediately fills your being, because your being is not stagnant. You're not holding on to the past. And this is happening immediately as soon as you do those things. So whatever process now that it's like you're coming to this completion of this cycle to bring you into your divine gifts, to bring you in fully to what you came here to express on a soul level. It is moving out from the energies that were stagnant, that kept you in certain patterns. And for some of you, this is completely moving, not only energetically, but physically, to new spaces. You are choosing the new environments, the new situations, the new relationships that deeply connect to you on a soul level. So as you are able to do this, you're able to not only be physically taken care of, you're able to be completely emotionally and spiritually satisfied on every level. And you're able to move into your creative pursuits in a way that is not stuck to a certain regimen that you've been accustomed to, which has been taking care of you in so many ways, but not entirely fulfilling. So this will be different for everyone, how it will manifest. But for you, it's so important for you at this time to allow yourself to explore what this is, and to take the Queen of Swords and to remove the head off of everything that's not serving you. To not allow it to even go one more day. To allow your being to bloom. To allow your being to create the change that you want to see in this moment. Complete transformation of what has been emotionally crucifying in many ways. This is a huge part of the completion of the last cycle that you're moving out of. What has been emotionally taxing for you? What relationships have drained you, haven't supported you fully, haven't understood you fully? And how will this transformation propel you forward? Not only internally, but reflected out into the material, so that you can be fully empowered and embodied here and authentic to who you are, completely authentic to who you are, allowing the wind to blow away everything that is not authentic to your nature, not allowing even the smallest fragment of what doesn't belong in your sphere to be there. Queen of Swords, completely cutting this out. Through this, you will be able to bring forth and bring to the light into the world the realness of the gifts that want to emerge. And not only that, but you will be attracting the opportunities and the people that you actually want, which will not make you miss the past people at all that have taught you the lessons you need, but have not served and supported your highest potential in blooming. And in this space, you will move into the birth that you've been waiting for so long on this path, to embark into the new space that you hold within, that you've always felt, that you know is possible, but in some ways you fragmented your being so that you cannot move into that space. And the invitation here for you so beautiful, Capricorn. Is to tune into your emotional body. Tune into your being. Tune into the deepest space within you. Take time this evening or today, wherever you are, whenever you may see this, and tune into your spirit with the millions of work and different things that you may be doing at this time. Allow yourself and grant yourself the space to feel and to see into the energies that have been unfolding for you, what you have been choosing in each moment, and really take time to look at what you need to cut out, what you need to remove, what you need to grow beyond so that you can evolve into the higher space of your being that is just on the other side of cutting out these energies. The potential and possibility is always at the other side. It's always just right on the other side of cutting out these heavier energies. So grant yourself that. Grant yourself the space to feel into, to journal, to meditate, to do what you need to do, to run. In that space, allow yourself to conjure within your mind's eye, what is the highest dream that manifests and that I see within me? What are ways that I block that? What are ways that I block that each day with my small actions and where I put my energy towards? And how can I claim my full sovereignty within this space of creative expansion and expression? And how can that become something that supports me on all levels, from within to without? Envision the space. Envision what you see for yourself. And allow that vision to bloom for you to be able to move into that space. And allow yourself to check in with all those energies that aren't serving you, so that you may remove those excess energies. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords. You are coming to a completion of a very old cycle that will no longer carry you forth anymore. It's the most beautiful opportunity to put all of these down, to look at them for what they have been for you, and to say, okay, I'm finished. I'm ready to move into this. I'm ready to move into my full potential and power. And I'm ready to listen and to stop ignoring what my soul is speaking to me. When I need to pause, I will pause. When I need to reflect, I will reflect. And allow the light to move through you organically in the way that empowers you in the most subtle realms of your being and connects you to your divinity. So allow these energies to move as they need to within you, and allow your being the space to grow and to move according to these new energies. Do not be afraid to cut out what you need to cut out for the light to flow through you in a more powerful way. As you come to a completion of this cycle, you are inviting in the pure light that is always present here to move through and to guide you exactly how you need to be guided, and to not be dictated by the material world. This is very important for many of you. To be able to move fully, wholeheartedly from the inside out. To know that you are taken care of in all ways, and to be a master of the energies outside of you as well, because you are empowered within your being. Not settling for environments that are only sustaining a fragment of you. You are choosing the star. You are choosing the light. You are choosing to be fully liberated by the power to choose. By the power to choose what your being is actually speaking to you. And it feels so important for many of you to tune in, to listen, to be intimately guided by your intuitive knowing as you cycle through this next space that you're in. All right, Capricorn, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful journey at this time. All right, bye guys.